Hello everyone, Attack Power here with Game 2 between Liszek and Jaapaasa in the Steel Division 2 Season 11 playoffs for Division 2. Let's dive right in here to Shchedrin. And on the left, in the red, we have Liszek playing Corpo Italiano Liberazione on Maverick Income. And on the right, in the blue, we have Jaapaasa playing 715th Infanterie, also on Maverick Income. So diving into the decks here, if you didn't see Game 1, make sure to go check that out. It was awesome. Game 2, Liszek on Corpo Italiano Liberazione. An interesting division from the Italian DLC almost a year ago now. The Recon tab, very strong. You get a lot of slots, very aggressively costed. You get some Stag Hounds and some fast-moving vehicles. You get plenty of snipers here with the Alpine Esplorante. The Esploratori are a nice, I'm pretty sure they're the CQC one that has a whole bunch of Berettas and stuff. Or it's the Bersaglieri. I can't remember which one. But yeah, solid Recon tab really pumps up your Infantry tab, which truthfully does not need any pumping up. The Infantry tab, the highlight of this division, the kind of the whole reason to play it. Very strong Italian infantry here. You have the Maros, which is a big chunky Beretta squad, which is not, it's not as good as it used to be. It's the same as it used to be. It's just not as good as it used to be because like with the PP Shaw buff and things like that, this division is not so far ahead of the curve anymore as it felt before. It's still very strong, but it doesn't feel as overwhelmingly above the curve as it did before. The RDT, not a big fan of these. Maybe when the Brens get buffed, these will be much better. Parachaturisti, actually a really solid, like, you know, sort of CQC rifle squad. Not amazing, but definitely solid. Commandosi, pretty solid. More RDT, Peta Assault, similar to the Maro. Fucilieri, this is the quadruple Bren squad, and if Brens do get a buff, this squad, yeah, it's going to get a major buff because, you know, 4 of those really is going to help them out. Tank tab, nothing special here, just Sherman 3s, which is often fine. The Sport tab, not great. You have Beretta machine guns, which are terrible. He's using their 15 points. That's how bad they are. You get some flamers, and then you have the assault gun, the infantry gun, which is a solid Obice. The AT tab, nothing great here. You are limited on one card of 17 pounders. I believe it's in B phase or C phase. Maybe you get 2, but they are definitely like phase locked, I believe. Wolverines, 6 pounders here, and then of course the cannon. The 47 mil cannon. The AA, pretty terrible. One of the big issues with this division, just really rough AA. Crusader AA is fine, but the 20 mils are bad, and the Crusader AA is not amazing. Like, it's not amazing. It's definitely better than just a straight 20 mil, but definitely nothing like overwhelming. The RD tab, usually filled with Italian artillery, but here we just see radio mortars. Kind of interesting. One of the big reasons usually to play this division is that Italian artillery. And finally, the air tab, really strong Commonwealth planes, plus some Italian planes, Alcione, the bullfighter there, and the C205, very strong, along with the Baltimore. Hopping over to 715th from the recent Men of Steel division. I'm kind of shocked that this got through bans. It is very strong. Now, is this one of the overwhelmingly busted ones? No, I would strongly argue it is not. Is it very strong? Yes, it absolutely is a very good division. And its weaknesses are very muted. They're noticeable when you run into them, but they are not like overwhelmingly huge when you look at the deck. The Recon tab, really strong. You have tons of vehicles to work with. You have the Panzer IIs, the 20 mil flak gun. He's bringing the SPW 204. Interesting choice there. And then the Decima Esploratori, which have a grenade and lots of Berettas there in B and C phase. They are phase locked to B, C phase. The infantry tab, really strong, honestly. They're kind of better Panzergrens than the Panzergren 41s. You get the Decima, which are really good CQC, but they are phase locked to B and C. And then you have that Luftjäger and the Pioneers in A. The tank tab, an interesting mix. You got some Stugs, and then you get the Panzer P40 and some Tigers. So a nice mix of stuff there. The support tab, fantastic. IG-33, Sturm Panzer 4s, IG-18s. AT tab, really good. You get an Elephant if you wanted it. He doesn't want it. Martyr 3s, Pack 40s, Pack 38s. AA tab, limited but solid. RD tab, really good. The Lorraines are phenomenal, and you do get the 122s of the Soviets. And the air tab, pretty solid, although Focke-Wulf A6, not a Focke-Wulf A8. So we are off here. Early Spitfire. This is just the Recon one. No weapons on this. A massive force here for Liszek, and this is very common to see. We see a pretty big force here from Jaapaasa, but he's not actually looking to contend this open area up here. Kind of surprising because his armor could probably win that. Down south, Liszek barely has anything. We see a huge push of SPWs from Jaapaasa. Now, these only have AP. Very important to note. All right, IG-18 going to try to get some heat shells off here. Will it get at least one of those Stag Hounds? That's pretty important here that it does. It has not yet. The infantry getting chewed up. Nope, missing again. Oh, IG-18, you have failed. Wait, last sea shell. It does get a kill. All right, that's pretty big. That definitely helps relieve some pressure. A lot of Obiches here. Spitfire giving all the information you could possibly want. Shchedrin 3, I mean, he's sending it to an odd place. Honestly, if he popped it up here, he could probably kill a lot of this stuff. The SPW blob coming, the Bersaglieri not going to hold any ground here. Sherman coming in along with the Commandosi, Parajadudisti, Lefjaeger here, Lefjaeger. These guys really strong. Fanatical, 15-man. They got an MG34, a whole bunch of SVTs, 4 MP40s. I mean, they can do kind of anything. They don't do anything super well, but they can do kind of everything. Panther Strike here going to go down. That's definitely going to be rough. Yeah, he's making a run for it. Leader on the run as well. Esplotori, yeah, these are not the ones with the Berettas. SDKFZ coming in now, needs to force out that Spitfire. MG34, disheartened, fantastic unit because it's only 20 points. An MG34 for 20 points is awesome. A lot of stuff here, though. Not going to go well for this MG34. And the disheartened is noticeable. It's not like it's something that you like don't notice. It's not so bad. It does make a difference. All right, infantry being forced off. Now, the infantry out of Corpo are definitely much stronger, but they are expensive. It's one of those divisions that has strong units, but a lot of them they're just not efficiently costed, which makes it hard to get a lot of value out of them because they are not super efficient. But triple star here, really strong. Yeah, unit just got wiped. Pack 38 trying to get in position, but Liszek all over his micro here. Really nice from him. We're currently at 12-12. Neither player committing to the south at all. Kind of surprising here. And truthfully, I'm really surprised because I would have assumed Liszek would feel much better in the town. Like, this is where his infantry would have a lot of advantage. The Shermans, of course, are absolutely dominant in those sort of situations. So it's really kind of surprising to see him commit so hard to this northern area. Again, not calling it wrong by any stretch, but just odd. So Staghound hiding out here. I mean, Pack 38 still has his APCR on, but it did fire an AP. Does cake till one Commandosi there. SPW 204 getting on the Staghound. Very nice. These things fire super fast at 17 rounds a minute. They have very low penetration, but, you know, for 15 points, it's hard to complain. And they do give you a little machine gun to work with. Wow, did that take out... Yeah, it took out both Commandosis, knocking them down to 6 men each. Ouch. Go Pack 38. Can it kill off the Staghound quick? Should be able to. It's pretty close. Accuracy should be pretty high. And the APCR, despite that, the SPW did some damage, so it made it kill it anyway. And this is where the SPW... It's got a meh machine gun, but it's still a little meh machine gun. Spitfire should get forced off here by the SDKFZ. Well, maybe not, actually. MG34 and IG-18 combo doing a lot of work here. Can the Pack 38 get the kill on that Commandosi again? Nope, not this time. Oh, Beach's down, so all those assault guns down. Stug doing its work, killing off the Sherman 3 there. A lot of times the Shermans still get pens at close range like this, but the Stug this time holding its own. Infantry on the hill getting wiped out here by the IG-33. That was the answer. So flag flip back still at 12-12. We are in Maverick Mirror here, so neither player getting advantage. Focke-Wulf in, hit, I don't know what it hit. Apologies for missing that. Baltimore in as well. Also missed that. Oh, it probably bombed. Yeah, bombed up front here. Commandosi going, wow, these Commandosi can knock it out of their transport successfully. Okay, so the Bersaglieri does not have Berettas. I apologize. That was incorrect. I thought they had a really good recon unit. They clearly don't. So this blob of support weapons here is like holding the fort down right now. AA is in, so it should be able to defend them from any sort of Baltimore strike. Parachatudisi does get their heat grenade off on that SPW. It's not point-wise, it's not a big loss, but it was helping hold all this stuff up. And still neither player giving a rip about the South. I mean, we all do it. Like, a sector gets sucked in, and that's all you care about. The only players that seem to resist that temptation are basically Div 1 players, and that's probably what makes them Div 1 players. They're able to resist the temptation of getting totally sucked in. I'm not even sure what that was. Is that a Sherman? Huh. SPW going to go down there. Because I feel like if this was a Division 1 game, we probably would have seen a huge push down here at some point. But instead, both players hard committing to the north middle. And again, I get that. I would totally be doing this. As if you didn't see my recent games, please go check them out. They are good. They're live and they're exciting. But my armchair generals will have a field day, I'm sure. These Panzergren 41s. Actually, I'm surprised to see these in A phase. I like to bring the little junky, the ones with the Panzer, with the AT guns. Oh, he does have those in A. He's not bringing any long-range infantry in C. That's interesting. That's very interesting. It's actually weird, too, because Jaapaasa has less infantry than Liszek, and Liszek's division is definitely more expensive overall in terms of infantry. Like, I don't see... There's barely any units under 30 points in this deck for Corpo. They have a couple, the Maros and the Paracadudiste, and that's it, actually. Focke-Wulf in, bombed out an infantry unit up here, forced down the rest. Luftwaffejäger are great, but they're definitely not beating our DT at close range when their DD are triple star tossing a grenade. Oh. Ouch. A little bit earlier on that fallback, and they would have saved a lot of damage. Panzerstreck trying to come in to stop the Sherman from pushing up easily. Yeah, these are the Panzergrens with the AT rifle. These AT rifles are horrendously bad. I just want to note, this is, I think, is the worst AT rifle in the game. By a fair margin. Like, PTRDs and stuff, and are definitely much better. Obice doing some nice damage to this IG-18, but misses that next shot. Now the IG-18 is on. Focke-Wulf coming in for the bombing strike on the 6-pounder and misses. I'm surprised he didn't go for the Obice to save the IG-18 here. Focke-Wulfs have been effective so far. I think these Focke-Wulfs are the ones with bad resilience, so I'm really not a big fan of them. Pack 40 getting HE involved. IG-33 going to try to get up on the hill, and that can definitely wipe out everything on this hill. Breda being forced back. These little 15-point machine guns doing some work. Although they are stacked up against 20-point disheartened machine guns. Yeah, hilarious combo there. Uh-oh. Panzerschreck getting caught out by the Commandosi, going for a deep reinforcement. Going to get unloaded. Panzergrens in the woods. Not a great place to fight. And the Maro Bren coming in with that quadruple Bren death. Oh, those are Maro Brens. I thought that... Wait. Oh, he has Maro Brens and normal Maros. I was about to say, I could have sworn I saw a Maro card. Pioneer here should do all right. Luftwaffejäger should do okay, not great. I mean, Jaapaasa is getting broken down here a little bit, but it's not like it's not coming at great cost to Liszek. Panzer 2 should easily take out this half-track. There you go. So this support Panzer 2 doing a ton of work. The Stug 3 did die. I'm not even sure to what. I assume another Sherman. Pack 40, this is not a good matchup for it, naturally, because it's an infantry gun versus an AT gun. He's going to lose that Pack 40. It's going to be pretty bad. Luftwaffejäger did pretty well here. He killed something. I forget what was there. Pioneers should get their grenade off. There it goes. Luftwaffejäger pinned down. Grenade should go off. Killed off the Paracadudiste. Very nice. Panzercheck's still alive. Panzergren's coming in to reinforce. Only a minute left here in A phase before both players unlock their full power. Jaapaasa with another arty piece here. Lorraines are phenomenal. This is actually... I can't believe it still says work in progress. Come on, Eugen. Come on. I'll accept this for a month after, but, like, come on. It's been 2 or 3 months. But anyway, yeah, this gun, really good. 5 rounds a minute on a gun of this caliber is really quite strong. Not the best in game, but really strong. So Liszek finally recapturing his hill flag here. Alpini Esperante doing lots of damage here with their snipers. IG-33 going to eviscerate some infantry on the hill here. Ooh. And this thing lands. Ouch, it hurts. We see an 81mm mortar here going after some infantry. It's going after the MG-34s. This nice MG-34 span going on here. He's got a ton of units queued up. I think that's a little aggressive because one of these is going to move. So Luftwaffejäger gets pinned down, though. Another Stug 3 up on the hill. Panzergren reinforcements coming in. Ooh, IG-33 finding the Alpini. That's a nice hit. Panzerschreck would have a good opportunity here. The Maro Brens could probably stop it. Panzergrens need to get in here quick, though. IG-33s have been champions. Now the Lorraine going to go after the mortar. Great choice there. It only takes 1 hit or even a close hit from this thing to kill that mortar off. Baltimore coming in with the Spitfire Recon. That is going for the IG-33, I assume. It is. That's the thing with Corpo. They really have no 2K HE at all. Like, 0 zip nada. 1500 is the best they have, and it's not a very good infantry gun. Oh, Baltimore. The STKFZ gets distracted from the Baltimore. Could have easily taken that out. Big mistake there for Jaapaasa. He needed to manually target that so that it could kill that. Mortar goes down in the first shot of Lorraine. These things are so accurate and fire so fast in radio range. It's kind of crazy, actually. One of the best arty pieces in the game. Not the best, but very, very strong. And then add to the fact it moves and it has like nearly 40 rounds to start. 36 rounds to begin. It's just a phenomenal arty piece. Focke-Wulfs did a little run and then fell back again. I'm not sure what this is going on. So it does get stopped by the Crusader AA, but the second one does get through, takes out the Elbice. This Focke-Wulf probably going to die. Yeah, they are bad resilience. There's no way you get that much damage over one run over a Crusader AA. 20 mil doing far less damage, although this one might go down. I think it will. And there it goes. So the infantry did not get into the woods. Definitely not good. MG34 trying to save the day. Panzergrenadier getting crushed. Panzerschreck did die. Decima Esploratori in. We're now in B phase, which means 715th now unlocks their CQC infantry. The Pioneers are okay, but they're really not good. So now that he has access to his actual CQC, he should be able to fight a little bit more efficiently in the woods. Panzergren's getting a sneaky position here. Really nice. But it's got a few too many targets here to pick from. Yeah, it's going to end up killing off nothing. Sherman getting aggressive. Really nice here from Liszek. Not squandering that opportunity. Now his arty's going after the Crusader AA, but I think that's moved a little bit. Shug 3 spotting some things on the hill here. Oh, specifically that 57 mil. Not good. At this range, the 57 mil will kill it, but it might bounce a couple times. It's a driver knockout, so now he's committed to this fight whether he wants to be or not. Shug currently winning, but this thing fires really fast. They're getting a lot of bounces. Like I said, they're at longer range. Wow, this Sherman doing the work. Liszek on a 1410 as we head here into the deeper part of B phase. 57 mil failing miserably. He still somehow gets that last minute. I swear to God, every time an AT gun or something like dies, its final shot always penetrates. I don't know what it is. It just feels that way. I'm not saying it's not. It just is. I don't know. It doesn't matter what unit you're using. Here's these Decima Esploratori with their 8 Berettas, very strong here, coming up against the para-assaults, and these guys have a grenade on top of it, so they are very strong. And now Jaapaasa's large infantry blob finally getting up on this hill. Bring it back to a 1311. Crusader AA on the run. 17-pounder looking to go around the hill? Okay, really strange, honestly. Sherman capturing his flat. Another SDKFZ in. This one kind of out of position, actually. So the reason it's not firing is because it can't see around this hill. That's the problem with putting AA behind a hill, is it can't always fire, and it's a big problem. Okay, takes out the Luftwaffejäger, misses the Decima here. The Sagliari do have a longer range weapon, so they can pin down the Decima. Still 14-10 with Liszek getting this nice big opening here in the center. Remember, if Jaapaasa loses here, he is out of the playoffs. Sturmpanzer 4 in. This is a nice call in. There's not a lot here that can kill other than the 17-pounder and the Bowfighter. But there is a fair amount of AA now in. If he can get it on target. Like, get it into a place that isn't, like, kind of dumb. IG-18 finding this Esploratori, takes it out. Esplodante, excuse me. So now the 150 is firing at nothing, essentially. Infantry re-entering here. Decima, a really nice unit with MG42 and 7 Berettas. So, like, it can kind of do both. I'm not usually a fan of those units, but, like, if it had to be that, it's not bad. Sherman goes down to the Tiger here. The wonderful thing about Tigers is Tigger's a wonderful thing. Bouncy, 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 fun, 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 fun. And the most wonderful thing about Tigger I'm the only one for now. He's definitely not the only one. There's 4 of them. And even a Tiger, like, that's the thing with Corporal. I'm not a fan of this division at all. It's a division I want to like because the infantry are really good, and I like divisions that have good infantry, but, like, being priced into the only thing that kills a tank, really, is a Bowfighter and a 17-pounder is really rough. And there's a lot of 2K HE going on. Yeah, the total lack of 2K HE really sucks as well. And here's that MG42 really coming in clutch. Like I said, it's not that you want them fighting at long range, but the fact is they can, and it's really useful at times. A lot of those infantry did die, though. IG-18 getting hit by the Esplodante. Why is this IG-18 not firing back? That makes very little sense. They can't see that? Really? These Alcione and Baltimore's doing a lot of damage here. Alcione's got a big bomb loadout. I forget how much it is. That's not the super heavy one. There's one with like a 800-kilogram bomb or something that does a lot of damage. We do finally see some sort of push here in the south, but Liszek was actually the first on it. 14-10 still. Already going for that Esplodante, and down the building goes. It's already long gone. The Lorraine's definitely working, but other than taking out that mortar, it hasn't done a ton. Here comes a just monstrous pile of Decima. He did double vet his C-phase card of Decima. Not a big fan of that. I think he went plenty to spam. And a single vet is honestly plenty. I forget, do these have commando too? They do. They do. Yes, they do. And now Liszek back on the hill. Still only 14-10. It's not a big difference in points here. I mean, Liszek has been on the advantage most of the game, but it hasn't created a big gap in points in. Here comes the Bowfighter for that Tiger. We do see an SDKFZ in a better position, so it should be pretty safe. The Tiger's going to take a hit, but it's not going to be a death hit. Bowfighters can one-shot tanks if they're unsuppressed. And yeah, that actually missed completely. And if he loses his Bowfighter, that's absolutely devastating. That is backbreaking. He only has 2 of those, and they're one of the key ways to kill off heavy armor. And 715 does have plenty of heavy armor to work with. Already coming down to start suppressing some of these infantry. Sherman coming in to take out this Panzer II, which has been like a mainstay of this area here. It's been a staple of this hill. It looks like it's finally going to go down. No, Liszek on the run. Already coming in, doing lots of damage. We do see the Sturmpanzer as well, doing tons of damage. Support guns just doing the work here. Decima just overwhelming these infantry. So many. No, the Berettas aren't even firing. It's just MG42 spam right now. This is one way to do it, I guess. Again, not ideal, but Bersaglieri have even worse long range. They have worse long. They have like 5 rifles and a Bren, and somehow it's still worse than one MG42. Oh, so awkward. Flak 36 going to try to stop these Baltimores. Not going to stop either of them. Oof. Is there any sort of other fighter or anything like that? He could. I mean, Jaapaasa's got a Focke-Wulf A6, which is not a phenomenal fighter, but it's definitely better than just like a BF-109 G6 or something. SDKFZ might get one of these. Nope. Still on a weird spot in the hill, so it's not getting any good shots. Esperante spotted again, and the support weapons continue to trade fire, but it looks like Jaapaasas are slowly winning. Hill clear here. It's still 14-10 for Liszek. Martyr 3, a great tool here in the town. Can take out infantry really well and can kill these Shermans pretty efficiently. Although Shermans generally fire first, of course. Esplatore in the church tower, not good. Sherman's definitely going to get the first shot here because the Martyr is firing HE. Ooh, just stopped firing. All right, Sherman, of course, gets the first shot because it always does. Martyr 3, though, gets its penetration. Sherman, how fast does it fire? 7, and this fires 8. So the Martyr 3 was so close, but unfortunately it's just not a good position for it. Luftwaffe Jäger aren't going to surrender, but they will slowly die. Focke-Wulf coming in for the bombing strike on the Sherman. Can he even see that anymore? No, he cannot. Not a fan of that. Lorraine almost running out of ammo finally. Continues to do the suppressing roll. Panzer 2 going to go down to the Sherman 3. Down it goes. Ouchies. Decima Blob pushing over, and there's not much here to stop it. I mean, there are 2 RDTs, and they throw a grenade, but there's 4 squads here and only 2 grenades to be thrown in the moment. Yep, the Southern Flag under a lot of pressure now. Liszek built up a lot of stuff here. A lot of stuff while Jaapaasa wasn't looking. Double Martyr 3 now, 20 mil, more Panzergrens and Decima. I mean, Jaapaasa's got a really good position here on the hill with his big tanks, and there's, again, not much Liszek can do about it. Alcione still gets his bombs up, but I think this time he might be sacrificing that Alcione. Flying directly over the SDKFZ, and the Flak 36 should have supplied some damage as well. But again, this positioning of the SDKFZ is not phenomenal. It's also unvetted, which is definitely not helping at all. Which is why I often try to only bring SDKFZs in B phase, so I can get more of them, because you're not getting many unvetted anyway. Yeah, these Decima absolutely wiping the floor. Wiping the floor with those Arditi. Back to a 12-12, so Jaapaasa finally balances it out. The 17-pounder working around here. I'm not sure what it's looking for. Just trying to cut off the reinforcement road, I guess. Panzergren coming in to capture flag. We might see Jaapaasa's first 13-11 of the game. Already doing I mean, it's doing work. Is it killing stuff all the time? No, but is it, like, being annoying? Yes. Crusader AA now, and this is an absolute house against infantry. If you've ever watched my games against Stan, which I'm sure you have, he uses those so well, and players who can work those well can get a lot done. So now we have the 20 mil flak in with the flak 36, and that combo is enough to stop the Alcione. And if that flies over the SDKZ, we may finally see a dead Alcione here. And this is very important for Jaapaasa to actually start breaking down this Air Force a little. We do see a Focke-Wulf 190A6 out of nowhere. Hasn't been here the whole game, and now it shows up. So we can see that Jaapaasa is recognizing how important it is to start breaking down this AA. Decima is going to get absolutely farted on by this Crusader AA. Goodbye, my friend. He definitely needs some light armor there. Does he? He definitely has more Panzer P40s. He called in one, I think. Maybe two? I only saw the one down here in the town, and that one's already dead. So a nice little chunk of infantry. Ooh, 20 mil goes down to the Sherman. That's rough. Martyr 3, though, this is how Martyr 3s want to fight Shermans. Right here, nice and long range, where they can do the damage. Back to a 12-12. I mean, we still have plenty of game left to play here. Decima with their MG42 easily forces off the RDD out in the open. Martyr 3 moving in. Panzergren as well coming in to reinforce. Tiger now on this hill. So we have 2 Tigers in. Sherman goes down to the Tiger. Nice hit there. It's easy to forget that this hill has a whole bunch of random lines of sight into the town that it can work with. Flak 36 up north. Where's the SDK of Zed? Did that die? There's this one here. And I don't see another. So that one died. Not sure how or when. Is it right there? I don't know. How did I miss that? That's a pretty key kill. Because again, 715th doesn't have a ton of AA. It's one of its only big issues. It's one of the only noticeable issues when you look at the deck. Another issue that's harder to notice, they have no flame anything. They have like no flamers. They have flamers, I think, in B phase, which is kind of useless. Like flamers, I mean like the 2-man team flamers. There's no infantry with flames at all. Which can be rough. Like when you're relying on grenades to do the work for you, it really sucks when you come up against divisions with good flamer units. Esplatory finally goes down. The church is still intact, though. That's important to note. 20 mils might take out this Focke-Wulf. This bad resilience in this thing really sucks. And there we go. Gets away. Remember, 20 mils do not stop planes from bombing, but they can kill stuff. It's not like they have no killing power. Panzergren working its way around to kill the 17-pounder, but the Wolverine is here. It does have a 50 cal, and we all know 150 cal is plenty to stop the world. So, actually, up north here, Liszek in a kind of a dangerous spot. He doesn't have much going on for himself. Panzergren 41s do find this 17-pounder, put some hurting on it. But until he gets back, until Jaapaasa gets back into this town here, he's in a lot of trouble. Flak 36 does not want to take this fight with the cannon. It makes sense, especially when you have this Panzergren here that can definitely win this fight. Yeah, that's a lot of damage now coming out. These cannons are really good, but they are really low on health. They die pretty easy. Sherman going to swing around as well. The Martyr 3 moved out of the way. Stug 3 in an awkward spot here. Another Sherman will do what it does and just like insta-pin this infantry unit. We do see a 122 coming. Ooh, 17 powder on the Sturmpanzer. Oof. That's unfortunate. I'm shocked to see him call this 122 in. Okay, no, it makes sense. It has ammo, and I'm assuming he's going to bring it over to the Lorraine. So Sturmpanzer dead. That hurts. He definitely doesn't want to lose those. And now Decima Blah pushing forward. The Crusader AA is still here. Why did he call in a Panzer truck and then move his infantry before the Panzer truck gets there when he knows the Crusader AA is right here? Like, wait literally 15 more seconds, and it will be dead. And you can then move your Decima Blob forward. Yeah, really unfortunate sequencing there for Jaapaasa. And here comes the Baltimore to punish this. Oh my god, is it going to get the Panzerschreck? Oh, that'll be so unfortunate. It's going to pin it for sure. It's not going to kill it, but it's going to pin it. Oh, no, it didn't. Wow, that took out 2 Decima, though. Wow, nice bombing strike. Yeah, the AA coverage has just not been sufficient. Panzerschreck, whoop, finally gets that Crusader AA. Down it goes. The Sherman, though, is obviously a big issue, too. But the Panzerschreck is now here, so Liszek can no longer just, like, run his units around. Decima need to push forward fast. They can beat the Bertau Giudisti in the woods, but they got to get in the woods, and he's down to basically 1 full health one and 2 that are almost dead. Flak 36 really threading a needle here not to die. But Jaapaasa finally on a 13-11. I said it like 5 minutes ago that he was going to get it, and then, of course, he never did because, you know, caster curse. You know how it works. Yeah, the 122 for Soviet arty is good. Comparatively to all the other arty in the game, not amazing. Not anything like super incredible. It fires relatively slow. Like, it's not great. But again, for Soviet arty, it's good. But for compared to, like, all the other options in the game, yeah, it's not anything amazing. Decima should absolutely erase this 17-pounder. Yeah, look at it. One burst, and they're all gone. Panzerschreck doesn't know how dangerous it's getting, the danger it's getting into here. Decima might be able to save it. Nope. Nope. No, he can't. Oh, no, no, no. Run, run, run. There we go. He got away. Decima should be able to fight both these fights at once, because these guys will use their Berettas, and the other ones are using their crappy Beretta to fight things. The unfortunate thing with the Decima RDT, they have 2 Berettas, which is worse than one MG42 without a doubt. But the nice thing about those is they are automatic rifles. They do fire at close range, which is definitely increases their CQC firepower. IG-18 can't even get one heat shell off. Sherman doing what it does. And pooping on some infantry. Pooping on soft targets. Here's the 81 mortar going after that Flak 36. Tiger, though, in the overwatching the town here. Needs to move forward to kill that Sherman. Should be able to. The hills always make ranges kind of weird. Like, he's in range, but because of the hill, he's not. It's always weird. Tiger does get a shot out. Nope, it's going after the infantry. Womp, womp. Flak 36 almost definitely going to die here. These mortars super accurate this close to range with radio. Yep, there it goes. Tiger, easy kill there. But Jaapaasa on the 13-11, there's still 20 minutes left in this game, which is actually boding quite poorly here for Liszek if he doesn't turn things around. But the power of 715th, again, these Men of Steel divisions are just really strong. Again, I don't put 715th at like the top of the Men of Steel tier list, but they are really strong. For the Axis divisions, I don't even know. I think 1st Panzerloge is better than this. I would probably go 1st Panzerloge this, and then I don't even remember the other two. Oh, Kampfgruppe von Tettau, and then, wait, what's the other one? Maybe I'm totally wrong. What's the last Man of Steel? Is it so strong it always gets banned? No. No. It's definitely like a bad one. Oh, 17th Divisione. It's not bad. Sorry. Finnish division lovers. I know. You'll hop right in the comments and be like, how dare you insult 17th Division? It's not amazing. Like, we haven't seen it, and that's why, because it's not that great. It's very average. Let's put it at average. Definitely not on the tier list of strongest Men of Steel divisions. Yeah, I would honestly put 1st Panzerloge and then this division. And when this first came out, they're absolutely not even close. I would have been like, this division, the best, by far, not even, no hands barred. But now we've seen it. It's a very good division. Just not overwhelming. So Lorraine now back in action. This is really the thing. I was surprised he didn't call another one of these in, but obviously it's for the ammo. Because he has no ammo in the actual support tab. Which is understandable. Like, when you don't have mortars that are eating up ammo really fast, and Lorraines have a lot of ammo, so it takes a long time to actually get through all their ammo, I understand the choice. Now, this Marder 3 should be able to totally wipe these Crusader AAs. Although, I don't know. The Marder 3 has very low armor, so maybe the Crusader AAs will win? Just not, well, not if they're low on health. Oh, he did win. That was, yeah, okay, so he did kill that. Infantry blob in the town, though, now overwhelming these para-assaults. You pass it back to a 12-12, though. Liszek still in the stronger position here. Decima should win this. I mean, it's 2 Beretta squads versus 1. So, yeah, easy win there. Sherman's still around, though. It's backing up, though. The Tiger is overwatching the town. He's got to be careful. The Tiger could probably be in a much better position like here, at least based on what the line of sight tool is telling me. Sherman in the oddest spot that it can't... Wow, look at the little difference there. Decima DT doing work with their double Beretta, and the Sherman now on the run. Panzerschreck is still alive, actually. Panzergen spot the 17-pounder. We've already seen 1 or 2 of those die, so this is one of the final ones. And now the Tiger and Sturmpanzer feel confident to push around here to kill off this 17-pounder and eventually the Sherman there as well. Panzergen's actually out of range of the machine guns here, which is why they're not, like, insta-pinned. And 17-pounder goes down. Tiger can now clean up that Sherman. 13-11 for Jaapaasa again. Spitfire tries to get through. Focke-Wulf still in the air. It's going to catch that Spitfire. Nice kill there to get rid of that recon. Needs to be careful because he did purposely micro to try to get away from the 20 mil. But I don't think he microed far enough. The Focke-Wulf A6, the issue with it is has bad resilience instead of medium. And the difference is shocking. So Sherman actually survived, I think, and now is on the run. Shug 3 coming for the hill, though. Tiger, not much that can stop it. If it gets on the hill here, it can actually cut off this reinforcement road completely. And also, there's a Sherman. He knows there's a Sherman here, so I'm surprised. Stug bounces the Sherman shell there. I wish my Stugs bounce Sherman shells like this. I swear to God, they never do. But there it is, Sherman going down. There was someone in the comments who was like, my Shermans always get crushed by Stugs and stuff. I'm like, really? Because I feel like Shermans bully my Stugs all the time, but that's probably just me. It's probably a me experience. Stug pokes out. That should be cutting off. No. Wow, nothing cutting off. He really needs to cut this off. It's very easy. Like, he could kill this Wolverine as it came in. But now this whole hill area covered, the Sherman dead. Things looking actually a little dangerous for Liszek, especially up north. But down south, he's got a very strong position here. A lot of troops. Already going after the 20 mil. Here comes the Crusader AA, but unfortunately for Liszek, there is a Panzer P40 here, which can 100% just totally block this. Oh, well, unless it misses at sub 1,000 meter range. Oh, Sherman gonna get a side shot here on the Stug. That's how it does it. Stug will get at least one shot off. Depends, is this Sherman damaged? It is not. Oh my goodness, the Sherman where do I get these bounces? Who do I have to pay to get my Stugs to be this good? Like, seriously, who do I gotta pay? Because my Stugs suck nuts all the time. How does this happen? I'm bad. It's because I'm bad. That's the answer. That's, of course, the answer. It's because I'm terrible. Stug 3 versus Wolverine here. Wolverine definitely a lot more capable. Nope, that's bouncing. My God. My God, I want these things. Where are my magical Stuggies? And now the Crusader A going to go in for a side shot on the Stug 3. Stug 3 now struggling. It doesn't know what to do, and it goes down to the Crusader A. Spicy. That was spicy. Crusader A is really good, but it is dangerous to be aggressive with. Now, S11 pushing in, going to be able to kill off that Pack 40. Tiger now in a better spot in the hill. The Sherman in the town did die. Decima DT going to get destroyed here. I was trying to try to make some sort of pun with the word Decima, but it didn't work. Crossing languages just didn't work. Now we see two Panzer IIs as well. Baltimore still getting bombs off. Bowfighter getting through. That was a nice play. So Liszek used the Baltimore to shield for his Bowfighter so he could kill off the Tiger. That was pretty fantastic. Yes, there we go. Jaapaasa purposely selecting the Bowfighter. And now that that's dead, there is no more AT planes. Although Tiger was killed, so that's an expensive replacement. Pack 40 running away from the S11 as the Decima try to chase it down. The S11 getting some damage on the Pack 40 there. Pack 40 finding a 17-pounder for free. S11 goes down. Mortar coming in late. And out of ammo, actually. Now the Panzer IIs are in. Wolverine's still here. Tiger gets a hit on it. Wolverine gets the kill on the Tiger. Sturmpanzer 4, though, putting a shot on the Wolverine. One more hit will definitely kill it. Wolverine's going to get at least one more, probably two more shots off on the Sturmpanzer, so might kill it. Yep, might kill it before it ever fires. I'm expecting a trade here. Honestly, I'm expecting a trade. Oh, the Sturmpanzer bounced it. And then it got the kill. Yeah, Wolverine took a lot of damage from the Tiger. And then it already had one. And Liszek throws in the towel? Are you serious? Oh, I didn't think he was that out of it. Oh, he must have been out of, like, armor. He did use a lot of Shermans. He only had 11. He only had 11 and 3 Wolverines. And he lost most of his 17 battles. I think the last one was down south getting killed by the Pack 40. And I think he lost a bunch of AA. He lost all his Crusader AA. So he was down to 20 mils. Okay, so I understand. It wasn't a map issue there. That was he was out of stuff and expected to just be crushed by the armor of 715th at that point. And Jaapaasa was out trading him pretty well. 36-15 to 28-60. What a game. That was very exciting. So both players now at 1 win. Game 3 going to be the decider. Always my favorite. Baltimore doing a lot of damage. So did the Alcione. Yeah, Jaapaasa was not able to properly leverage his AA. He had it. It's not like he was out, but he just really never got it into good positions to stop these planes. And he brought in the Focke-Wulf really late. He could have brought that in much earlier and actually scored some kills and probably relieved the pressure a lot on himself. IG-18, Tiger doing some work. Sturmpanzer 4. I didn't even see the Lorraine. Did I miss it? It definitely got at least one kill, so it should be on here. There it is. No, that's the 122. Confusion. Tech power is in full confusion. I will find you. There it is, Lorraine. Yeah, just that one mortar. So it really, I mean, it did do work. It was doing work, but it just didn't get a lot of kills. But if you guys enjoyed that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting over on Patreon. Thanks a bunch, and have a fantastic day.